Hey y'all, it's your girl, Tarot Card Bay. I'm here for your finance and career reading. The M in Monday is for money, so I wanted to come hop on. So, some of you in the community post have been asking for finance-based readings. This is going to be a shorter reading, but I am going to do it for each of the signs that I actually create content for. So, how this is going to work, I'm going to pull a card for, I wrote this down because I created my own spread. So one card for your money. The second card is your environment. Third card is for your career. And fourth card will be your advice. So, Ashe, this is the reading I love. Yes, rose quartz, yep. You were one of the people who asked for it for sure. Hi, Celestial Earth Goddess. How are y'all doing? I just recorded Virgo and Gemini's general reading, which is like a general love reading because that's what y'all want to know about anyway. But I recorded it before I hopped on here. So, so I'll be posting those tonight. Hey, Olive. Hey, babe girl, long time. Where you been, Olive? I've been here. Thank you in advance for your energy. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm doing good. Thank you, guys. Doing good. I got to work from home today, so I could just easily hop up here compared to the other days. So let's jump in. My Cancers are going to be first. We want to see how Cancer's money is doing for the month of July. Okay. We got the Ace of Air. These are Loca. Is that what this is called? Hold on. Yeah, these cards are called Loca. Keep missing your lives. Glad I caught this one. This is Loca. So this is the Ace of Swords. Okay, for the money. So some things might come to light when it comes to your finances in the month of July. You may have some type of realizations when it comes to your finances. What kind of realizations? Let's see. Let's see what kind of realizations, because I don't like that. I don't like the Ace of Swords when we're talking about money, unless like you're going to get some type of inheritance or something you don't know anything about. Knight of Cups is the truth. Again, I get this for you all the time, Cancer. You could be loaning money or spending money to make yourself feel better. I get that for you guys all the time. So there may be like a need to look at your financial situation, be clear about what your goals are, be honest with yourself about where you are financially and where you want to be in the future. But I do think there's been some spending in the form of like retail therapy, but it's your birthday season, I'm not the good friend that's gonna tell you to save money. I'm the friend that's gonna be like, it's your birthday, right? You'll make it back. But really, this is a good time to focus on why you spend, what you spend, and when you spend. You might find like there's a correlation. Like let's say you go through a heartbreak or something was disappointing, and then you just see that money is just flying out of your account. Compared to when you're content, you can just chill. You can cook your own food. You don't have to go out. You're not shopping. You're not trying to find ways to perfection. You're just more content. So look at how your emotions play a role in your spending. That's what I'm getting. And I've gotten that for you a lot, Cancer. But it's your birthday. So, within reason, spend within reason for your birthday. Money been looking a little funny lately. All right. Well, that's good. Be honest. Once you realize where you are financially, then you're in a better place to like make those changes. But just like a diet, right? You want to figure out why you eat, what you eat, and when you eat it is the same when it comes to money. Why you spend what you spend and when are you spending it? And are these things that you really need? That's a good indicator that I'm getting for you too. Are these things that you really need? All right, so let's see what's going on in your environment. So this could be your work environment or home environment, but this is the environment that impacts your money. So let's see. Five of Wands. So there is fights, competition. Yeah. Competition isn't always bad. If it's in the workspace, you could be kind of multiple people going up for the same role. You could just feel very competitive when it comes to work. And if it's fights, we know that that can negatively impact you. Why is this Five of Wands here for the environment? Eight of Cups. So some of you want to walk away from this environment. Even get that this could be like a job that doesn't give you a lot of training and development that you want to walk away from. You want to look for your ninth cup and walk away from whatever's going on in your work environment that seems to be uncomfortable or tense or stressful. Clarify that for Cancer. Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Oh, it's one of those things. It's like, is this what I have to do to get to the Queen of Pentacles? Do I have to put up with this to actually get here? I'm not feeling like the Queen of Pentacles. I'm able to pay my bills, but I'm not feeling abundant. So you're walking away to find a job that pays more money, but also something that makes you feel comfortable and abundant. Suge, they said, hey, I know you like that. Yeah, because right now this is giving you stress and anxiety and keeping you up at night, and you're not feeling like a stable, abundant person. Ace of Wands in reverse. You're not passionate about what you do. Of course, this is a general, so some of you will be passionate, but some of you are not passionate about what you're actually doing, which makes the stress even worse. You know, when you're passionate about something and it kind of stresses you out, you're like, yeah, but you know, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to get to this bag. You don't even care. For some of you, some of you have no passion and you're moving forward. All right. What about those who kind of have their own business? Ace of Pentacles for those that have their own business. If you work for yourself, you work from home. If you have a side business, I do see that that will grow. You may have an influx of people purchasing. You may also have a great business idea. This would be a good time to spark that, launch that. But I do see a lot of growth when it comes to having your own either second stream of income. Second stream of income. I don't know if you've seen something that was scary. Sorry, y'all. Second stream of income or side business type of thing. I do see that there's a lot of growth with that. I don't know what's going on in my home today, y'all. He be freaking me out when I start reading and he starts acting funny. I'm like, did you see something? Do I need to light the sage again? I can do it. Yeah, but good vibes, good manifestation energy for you in July when it comes to no matter if that's a new job or your own business. This is a good time to start. I do see a lot of money coming in for people who have their own business, though. I keep getting that. All right. What about advice? Advice, Magician. You have everything that you need to have the outcome that you want. So I love that. That's comforting to see. You know, a lot of times in our readings, we say magician and we talk about manipulation. And it is manipulation, and manipulation is not always bad. This is manipulating a situation or the energy to manifest your desires, to manifest your financial goals, your wish fulfillment. You want a new job? Yes. Yeah, so that's the energy I have for you. Like, you have everything you need. This is a great month. It's hot as hell here, so it's not like you want to be in the streets. Maybe you do, but where I am, it's really hot. So this it gives you a lot of time to think about those projects, what you want to build for the future, what you want to manifest. I would recommend, of course, dream journaling. A lot of times I just write a list of all the things that I want. Really stay away from like negative behavior, negative self-talk. Anytime you feel something negative, even when it comes to the job that you have, you know, start thinking about the job that you want. So once someone gets on your nerves at work, you just think, you know, my next place of business, I'm going to like those people. The money is going to be great. You know, it's going to be enough for me to save. I'm going to be able to get to the Queen of Pentacles at my next place of business. So make sure you're flipping that energy. Make sure you're cognizant of what you're saying, because you are in a very strong, like, energy of manifestation right now. All right. That was for you, Cancer. Let me read some of the comments before I move forward. Also, I want to share my candles. Can you see? It's like kind of a glare here right now, but candles are 10 of Pentacles. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to do a chat with Bay when I get them and talk to you about how they work, as far as manifesting abundance, what it smells like, things like that. But I do have some intention candles that are going to be released in September. Let me look at y'all comments before I move on. What y'all talking about? Let's see. Okay. You want a new job? Funny you say that. I have been waiting 2 years for my inheritance. We've been waiting so long. Well, I hope you get that. And maybe you need to, I'm sure you're consulting with the attorney, but maybe another one would be better. When things are, that type of situation can take years. Oh, we have Olive. We have this. Yes. Olive, we've talked about this job situation for a while in some of your personal readings, I believe. So we might need to catch up on that. I appreciate this reading so much. You're welcome. Can't find my purpose. Don't know what career-wise makes me happy. I think that's the hardest part. That's one of the hardest parts of life, but something my dad always tells me is like, you have to do things to find out if you like them or not, right? So, you know, that's important. Like, you have to try things to see what you would like. I'm a big fan of like connecting with your inner child. I've shared this before, but I do a lot of the things that I did as a child. You know, like I had a whole bunch of candles around as a child. I used to draw as a child, listen to music. I was into like, I was going to go to school for fashion design at one point. So I was into like making things, sewing things. Always been into cooking. I used to watch like Project Runway and Top Chef when I was a teenager. That's all I watched pretty much. Project Runway, Top Chef, and the Fine Arts channel, because I was a nerd. So connecting back to like your real self before, you know, bills came, before you got focused on having to take care of other people, connecting back to that inner child to figure out what made you happy then might bring you some light as to what would make you happy now. So if you were a kid and you wanted to be a firefighter, hey, maybe you could work at like a firefighter office or something. I have no clue. If you want to be a chef, there's a space for that. You know, what's the most important is that you're getting all your creative energy out. That's the most important thing. No matter if it's for profit or not, the more you create, the more likely you will find what's going to work for you. You literally just have to keep doing things until you find what works for you. But life is long, you know. You could, you know, look at, what's her name? Tabitha Brown. She started a career, she was almost 50, a totally different career. So life is long, but you do have to actually do things and create and put yourself in environments to learn new things to find out what you would actually like. All right, what's next? I don't even know what I titled this, so like I don't know which sign is next. I think it's Leo though, so we'll just move on, Leo. Let's see what the Leo's money is gonna look like. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, rose quartz. Can't get away from it. Some stuff you can't get away from, and you wouldn't want to get away from. So, all right, Leo. Leo's money for July. Let's see how Leo's money will be doing in July. We have the 9 of Cups. This is water. So blue in this deck represents water. 9 of Cups. So you're going to be satisfied. Satisfaction is kind of the name of the game for Leos. Like, it's like they're going to get what makes them happy. They're going to let their needs be met. And they're only going to accept what works for them. So I do see you're happy or you're content when it comes to your finances in July. Let's clarify this a little bit more What's going on that makes Leo so happy when it comes to the finances? So there has been a transformation. We got the Death card. There's been a transformation in finances. So that would lead me to believe that more money is coming in. Yes, quickly. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune. So you have fortune on your side, Leo, when it comes to your finances for July. This is a good time to spark those new projects. You know, if you're a gambling person, put a little bit of money on it. You know, like it looks like you have really good luck, but also some of your decisions from the past are really going to pay off for you in July. All right. All right, let's see about your environment. Leo's environment when it comes to their money, the Hangman. I don't see that you're kind of pausing. It's almost like you're basking in the ambiance of having stability or whatever is going to happen that's lucky for you this month. You're just going to chill on it. You're being strategic. Look at that. We got Temperance here. You could be healing some things, repairing your credit, paying off debt. Like you're trying to balance out your finances, especially if you have an influx of money coming in. You want to make sure you're at a good place. You have a strategy. You might be seeing a financial planner. Look at that. 10 of Swords for your environment. What else do we have? And the King of Wands. So the past disappointments when it comes to work, finances, career, you're kind of letting those go. Like they could have been burdensome. They could have played on your mind and your self-esteem from a certain degree. But I do see you're taking action. What are you doing? We got the Magician for you also. Making something, building something, growing something. What is this? Six of Pentacles. So Leo, you could be in some type of financial partnership that's going to pay off for you. You could connect with someone in July and y'all could form a partnership, have some type of business together. But whatever you're going to create with this person or within your environment is going to be very successful. It's going to take that action energy, that go-getter energy, but that is here for you. And again, I see if there's a partnership when it comes to your finances, work, your business, it's going to be balanced out well. I got 8 of Cups in reverse for you. So you're not going anywhere. You're happy where you are when it comes to your finances. All right, a little bit more about this. What about for people who have their own businesses? Don't work for a corporation. Full in reverse for those. Okay, if you have your own business, Leo, this is a time to really just hone in on what you're good at. So for some of you, you're starting new businesses. This is a good time for that. But for some of you, if you already have an operating business or career, you should just focus on becoming better where you are. So there is 2 cards about not taking a risk and not moving forward. So you will be successful where you are. You just need to hone in on your skills, your ability, your dependency. Maybe like it could be little things. You know, I work in corporate America. In my day life, and sometimes it can be the smallest things that you need to tweak. Like if you feel like you're good everywhere else, okay, maybe you need to come in a little bit earlier. You know, maybe you need to do your note taking a little bit better. Maybe you need to respond to your clients' emails better. Like there can be small little changes that you can make where you are that can benefit you, especially if you have your own business. Responsiveness is really important. So if people are reaching out to you and you know, in your DM and email and you're not getting back with them, or you could, you know, feel like you could communicate with your client base better, this is something that you would want to do. So those small tweaks could really pay off for you in July. Some of you Leos are focused on money to not focus on heartbreak, by the way. We're not talking about love, but some of you are really focused on your finances and your business because of heartbreak. All right, let's see what the advice is for you, Leo. I'm getting tired. I've only done 2 signs. I be tired, y'all. All right. That's why I'm in awe for the readers who up here every single day, multiple times a day. I'd be like, you deserve to have 500,000 subscribers, boo. You deserve it, because I don't know how y'all do it. All right. Advice for Leo. Do not be overly generous. You know, you're still in play. It's like finding a balance. You don't want to be overly generous, but you don't want to be overly defensive. Look at that 9 of Cups again. You have a tendency of being very generous. So make sure if you're giving, when it comes to your finances, you're doing what is like within your comfort level. You don't want to give more than you're comfortable with. You don't want to loan money if you're never going to, you know, if it's a possibility, you're not going to get it back. But this is a time to really focus on yourself. Typically, you don't have a problem focusing on yourself, Leo. And that's no shade. Healthy selfishness and healthy self-focus. I'm a fan of that. That's one of the reasons why I like you as a sign. But yeah, this success that's coming your way is for you. You know, you need to block out anyone else that wants to be a part of that success that did not contribute to that success. So if they weren't shooting with you in the gym, then they don't get to live off those coins. We got the money to spend. Good for you. But that doesn't mean you let people take advantage. But this time is about you. All right. So next, Virgo gang, let me see what y'all talking about. She was an extra. I don't think you know, but do you remember Zane, the author? She had a TV show and Tabitha was on there. LOL, that's how I know Tab. You mean Zane like from the Zane, the Chronicles, the book? The books? It's funny, you're like the second, if you are talking about that Zane, you're the second person who's brought up Zane to me this week. Someone else mentioned Zane. I used to sneak and read Zane books, like my mom's books when I was younger. I was sneaking and doing a lot of things. That's why I'm so wise. That's why I'm so wise. That's why I'm a good lover, because I was reading Zane books at a very young age. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's so funny. Someone mentioned a Zane book to me. Zane fantasies, actually. That's what the person said. I'm sure you still have your Zane fantasies. I'm just a tarot card reader. I'm just a girl out here. But yes, okay. I don't remember the show, but I do remember the books. My mom watches this sometimes. She's going to be like, you were sneaking and reading my freaky books when you was a child. I'm a Virgo, and we like to be informed about what goes on. So let's get to this money. Back to the money for the Virgos. Let's see. Let me shuffle this deck really good. Me too. I love the books. The show sucked. I don't remember. I do remember the books. I was going to say I don't remember the books, but I do. It came out in 09 or 08, 010. Oh, the show did? I remember this show on Showtime. I loved romance novels when I was a teen too. Those aren't really romance novels. Are those considered romance novels? They were just like freaky books for black people, I thought. But yes, yes. I was into more like romantic music, which I still am into. So yeah, romance novels, I don't know. I was into Shakespeare. Erotica. I used to read a lot of like Shakespeare's plays. I'm a nerd for real. Like a real live nerd. All right. So my older sister, a Virgo too, and I snuck her books. Virgos are freaks. And I'm a Virgo Libra, so I'm not going to say that I'm like that, but we like to be informed. Like, if there's knowledge that we can gain, if we can learn how to be the best lovers, trust, we're going to read that book, okay? All right, Virgo, let's see how Virgo's money is doing. Y'all are keeping me laughing in here. Virgo's money in the month of July. Ace of Pentacles, yes, I will take this message. So you will get an offer, or money is going to be growing. I do get for Virgos, there could be a new offer that makes you very abundant or aids in your abundance. or just your future goals. Look at this. Ace of Wands. For some reason, the King of Cups is here. Don't know why a person's here, Virgo, but we'll look into that in a minute. But yeah, there will be a lot of passion around this new offer. I do get, for some of you, it could be a new job, a promotion, raise, etc. Okay, King of Cups, when it comes to your money, it's like you're not focused on emotion. You're focused on money, passion, things that make you happy, things that make you money, but you're kind of like controlling your emotions. Work could help you control your emotions, but you're not as focused on the emotions. I do see you have deep emotions about something that happened romantically that you're distracting yourself from and focusing on your money. We tend to do that as Virgos. It's like, hey, if love ain't working, might as well get to this money. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the money. Yeah, if love not working, this money always works. You know, this card never declines. So we're going to focus on the money. Let's look at your environment. So I guess that could kind of count as your environment. We have 5 of Swords energy. People in your environment, Virgo, they kind of like to come for you. They like to mess with you. They like to somebody wants to see you defeated. An environment can be in the energy. It doesn't have to necessarily be someone around you. It could be someone who's on a different continent, but they don't like you. So they're throwing this negativity, but someone wants to see you defeated in your environment. We got the Chariot, so that person could be a Cancer. Let's not do my Cancers like that. I know my Cancers are not wishing bad on Virgos. Also, it could be a situation where you move forward from a situation or a group of people, and because you don't connect with those people anymore, they want to see you defeated. 4 of Cups. Someone in this situation feels rejected, so it's like they don't want to see you become successful because they feel rejected by you. Are these co-workers? Are these friends? What is this? Look at this. 5 of Wands. No matter if it's co-workers or friends, these are people who feel competitive towards you. It's almost like a competition that you don't know anything about. Like, you know how people are like, you don't know anything about this. 9 of Pentacles, because you're standing on your own. You know how people don't like you, or they don't wish you well, or they talk junk about you behind your back, but they never bring it to your face. So it's almost like you're completely oblivious to this. You're like, I got my pentacles, I got my pet, I got this robe, that I'm wearing outside or whatever this is. Like, I'm focused on my money, I'm focused on my growth. Y'all can focus on being haters, because at the end of the day, I am in my 9 of Pentacles energy, and that's the energy that I'm always in. Virgo is always being abundant, and these people, they will always hate because you will never stop growing. To not grow is like death to a Virgo. To not progress is like death to a Virgo. So these people, this person, they will always have something to hate on, because you're always going to be getting to that bag. I do see that these are like connections that you ended, like friendships that you ended or left a workplace, and these people are hating on you. They watch you also with the Page of Swords. 7 of Swords. This is a group of people who don't like you. This is a group of sneaky people who don't like you. Some of the people could act like they like you, but at the end of the day, they don't like you, but it still doesn't impact your money. They don't want you to be successful, but it's almost like their negativity fuels your ambition. When you know somebody doesn't like you, you want to go harder. When you know someone has doubted you, they underestimated you, it makes you want to go harder. And, they don't realize that their hate kind of puts a battery in your back, Virgo, and you end up being more successful, giving them more reasons to hate. All right. What about the advice for Virgos? Financial advice for Virgos. Nobody forgot about you, cutie. We love you. We love you around here. All right. You want a strawberry? Here, live your best life. Let's see. Advice for Virgo. Queen of Wands, be confident, stand in your power, be charming, be alluring, Confidence is a very hard thing for Virgos to keep because we are naturally critical. Our brains are natural fault finders, and it starts with ourselves, right? So we're looking at what we're producing, we're looking at our work, we're looking at our projects, our products, and we're thinking that it's not good enough. And you have to be confident. Channel the confidence of the Leo or the fire sign energy that like they could take, they could probably draw a butterfly on a piece of paper and think that that's the best shit that ever has happened. That's the best butterfly that's ever been drawn and ever been created. Like, you need to take on that energy because Virgo, like, for you, that's true. Not saying it's not true for the fire signs, but the fire signs really believe that whatever they produce is the best ever. They are the best ever. What they produce is the best ever. And you need to channel some of that energy. And because Virgo is so into detail, what you're creating is probably really good. And it probably is the best ever. And your work ethic is probably top tier. But because you're so critical, you don't see this within yourself. Rest is really important also for you. In the Hierophant. Rest, faith, spiritual practices, whatever that is for you, no matter if that's praying, meditation, sage, working on your chakras, going to church, but aligning with your faith and your confidence is going to bring you more money, more success, and more happiness. All right. They're eroticas. Y'all nasty. Celestial Earth Goddess, every time you in here, we end up talking about something freaky. Tell me why. Let me know. And I got my nails done. I don't know if y'all seen the Leo reading when I was like, I didn't want to read because I broke a nail. That is me in real life as a Virgo. There's been dates that I didn't want to go on because I broke a nail. And I literally told the dude before, like, I broke a nail and I don't want to go. And he was like, girl, bring your ass. I was like, I don't want to go like this. We have issues. Virgos, we have issues. This whole obsession with perfection when nothing's ever perfect ever is going to be the death of us. It's going to stress us the heck out. I don't know how many times that I didn't want to come up here because my makeup wasn't right, But I got to do what I got to do. I'm trying to be more consistent, right? All right. I don't know. Sure, Celestial Earth Goddess. Let's see. This is Gemini energy. Let's see what's going on with Gemini's money. I'm shuffling the wrong deck, so let me shuffle the right one. Gemini's money for July. We got 9 of air, so you have some concerns when it comes to money. You can have a lot of ideas. Those ideas are kind of giving you anxiety, not knowing which way to go, not knowing outcomes of things. Something with your finances is actually keeping you up. It's bothering you. It's making you restless. What is this? Why do we have pain when it comes to the finances for Gemini? We got 5 of Pentacles here. 5 of Pentacles, so feeling a lack mentality. You might be experiencing financial lack. Something with the 5 of Pentacles that I realized it's like this person is not by themselves. I would say for years, I've probably read this as like, you're left out in the cold and you're in the lack mentality. And the great thing about tarot is like, no matter how long you've been reading cards, there's always more to learn. Like as you learn more about life, you learn more about tarot and you interpret things differently. So with this 5 of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, you might be out in the cold. Things may not be ideal. Other people have went through what you've went through. This is why you have a person. But there's also people who are willing to help. You're walking around the problem when you can go inside and find a solution to the problem. That's another reflection of the 5 of Pentacles because they're actually walking around a church. So it's like the sanctuary is inside. The solution to this lack mentality or the lack of money is actually inside of yourself. You're walking around everything else. You're focusing on everything else outside of you when really the answer and the salvation and the help and the solution is within you. That's deep. I like that. I like that. I got a little chill on that one. Okay. What about the environment? More about the environment. Ace of Cups. You are surrounded by a lot of love that you don't let love on you. There are people who want to help you. There are people who love you. There are people who like will help you. That's what I'm really getting. You also have something that you're attached to emotionally that can be successful. Or you need to find something that you are emotionally connected to be successful. I know if you're anything like me, Gemini, like if I'm not emotionally connected to something, like work-wise, I'm not going to give it my all. You could find that you're the same way. I do see that you will be gifted something that's going to bring emotional, like an overwhelming emotional response. It could be money. It could be someone connecting to you to help you financially. What else for the environment? Three of Swords. Ooh. And the Queen of Cups. You are drowning in your emotion and you're not paying attention to your money. Money's not a focus, but that's the reason why money, for some of you, don't take this on. And if you are experiencing it, like take the lesson, take the solution. Don't take this personally. But for some of you, you're not focused on money. You're focused on emotion, heartbreak. Some of you might have your heads too much in the clouds about love when you really need to be focused on your finances. What else? Page of Swords. Nine of Cups. In your work environment, you have someone watching you. Someone wants to make sure that you are actually like capable for this next step. So for those of you that work in like an office or with other people, there's people watching you. So this is really important to be in a high vibration, like good spirited, because someone's watching you. What is it, babe? High spirited because someone's watching you. They want to offer you something, or they will want to offer you something in the future. With the Chariot, this person could be a Cancer, but this is something that is like on your path. If you refocus about your finance, your growth, you're going to be offered a position or a chance, an opportunity to make yourself really happy. And this is a part of your divine path. This is not something that can be taken off course. This is something that just can be delayed. All right. What else? Three of Wands. And the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Again, you're focused. You're thinking that something's going to come to you that's going to give you emotional fulfillment when you need to go to it. Whatever's coming to you is not going to be as big as your own creation. So if you create an idea, if you decide to, apply for a new department, go to a new company, that's a better choice. I'm getting the advice of like, continue to dream. Think about where you want to go next. Think about what you want your future to look like. Manifest that. It's almost like you're detached from your creative energy, and that could be affecting work, your love life, and your finances. So I do see things are going to get better for you. Again, if you are working in, a corporation, you work with other people, people will be watching you to see where you'll fit next, where you will be good fit, where, if you're promotable, things like that. We got the Seven of Pentacles. So I do see things will get better in time. Do not give up. It's just time to refocus all this emotion into something more practical. Come down to earth, ground yourself, focus on your coins, get to the money. All right. I like this. I like the money reading. I hope you guys liked it too. Hope money is going well. This week is a good week for me, so I do foresee posting more content the following week. I have some things going on, so I might not post as much. But this week, I'm probably going to do You Made a Player Fall in Love for all of the signs, because we're about a month out for that. This is like your money and abundance reading. I want to do a new love reading also. So I don't know about y'all, but the new is needed. So some stuff like that. And I do want to do spiritual messages. So I was sitting around last night thinking about how I wanted to do spiritual messages, what kind of card spread, because I create my own spreads that I want to make for spiritual messages. So I'm working on that. But I will say one thing from a spiritual message that's kind of been sticking with me, and I think it would also help when it comes to finances, looking at your life like your life is a city, and the gates in your life, which are your boundaries, that is what's allowing things to come in and out. Once you allow something in your city, they have authority to act however they want to act and do whatever they want to do. So that's like negative thoughts, behaviors, people. All these things impact your city, which is yourself, right? So that's something to think about. Just like look at yourself like a city. Look at your boundaries in your life as your gates. You are responsible for keeping the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. And if you let the things that are bad in, please understand how they can impact you financially, emotionally, and otherwise. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for rocking with me. I didn't imagine I would be here for 40 minutes. Time goes so fast. But keep your eye out for the Virgo reading. Keep your eye out for the Gemini reading. And then the other readings coming this week. I love you guys. Let's get to the money, and I'll see you soon.